All right, guys. Third round. Winner here moves on to a final series to potentially make it into the 25K Gold League in the new year. We have deaKer, who, if you followed last time, did make it into gold, but he was unfortunately disqualified for not scheduling and not being available. So he had done it before, though he never took advantage of it. deaKer up against Bad Koala, a player from China who has done a lot in tournaments over the years, has been active, is a crazy style, can go forward. He really likes messy games. But I was just saying, deaKer's playing really solid. I'm not exactly sure what to expect from Bad Koala here. Bad Koala has gone for the Armenians on Rocky Forest. And then we've got Romans from deaKer. deaKer was trying to push in 2 of the Ibex at once. Unfortunately, that one's not cooperating with him. But he, for now, is going to push in the Ibex. I'm predicting lots of infantry. This has been the infantry map. We've seen Roman man-at-arms. We have seen Armenian longswordsmen. So I don't know when it's going to come, but certainly in some capacity, I think we are going to see that. Certainly no early barracks planned. We have the mule cart already on wood for Bad Koala. And deaKer already with the lumber camp as well. So if we do see a barracks, it'll be a little bit later. Right now, both players just pushing in the hunt. It's funny. If someone wants to go for the early barracks, all hell breaks loose. Because no one's able to push in their deer because the other guy's blocking. But you either have like none, or it feels like you have tons of the deer pushed in here. Yeah, I think this is close. I think it's a really even matchup. I think in the Castle Age, they both have great bonuses to work with. I think Armenians being able to build their church in a way that can protect their base can be really strong later on. And obviously getting to longswords takes a little bit more time. The Romans, they have the overall efficiency. So I feel like that 5% greater efficiency bonus, I feel like that kind of equalizes the benefit of having a mule cart, which is a little closer to the wood line. That's my feeling on it. I personally am just a big fan of the Romans. They fit my playstyle. That 5% applies to everything. Things are a little bit more specific with the Armenians, but yeah, we're going to see a barracks here. Barracks should be coming up here any second now for Bad Koala. And barracks to probably block off some of the opening there. And there it is. Kind of feels like we're going to see the same from deaKer. So they're both going for the infantry approach, but how many militia will they make? What is your playstyle, T90? Is there anyone who's actually played me who would like to describe my playstyle? I don't know if there's anyone around. I don't know. I'd say I'm fairly like strategic, macro-oriented. I wouldn't say... I play through aggressive timings, but I'm not the craziest micro player ever. I'm more like eco-oriented, I guess. You could say I'm fairly meta, absolutely. So I thought maybe we'd have some 2K players here. Phosphorus in chat. Phosphorus says counter FC. Well, Phosphor, you don't count. It's a completely different world playing against you. You changed the meta a little bit. All right, so they're both blindly making militia, or at least, or so I thought. Actually, we're not seeing anything yet from Bad Koala. So he made the barracks earlier than he really had to for the standard build, but now he's up. Did get loom, which is important, and now deaKer is moving forward. 2 militia, making a 3rd militia, is collecting some gold to get enough gold to get loom. This might just be 3, though. This doesn't feel anything crazier than that. Now, will he go right or will he go left? And now Bad Koala sees this. So if he's worried about this, he could actually pull the vills back to a tree. But he's making his own militia. deaKer sees that. And honestly, from what deaKer has seen, this could simply just be Dark Age militia. This does not necessarily mean the opponent is on the way to Feudal Age. So it's tougher to get the food right now with this build for Bad Koala. And it's game number 1. Player's got to be ready. He loses some HP on that militia. But he is making more. He's happy to fight with Vils. Or at least he's showing that. deaKer would want the engagements to happen now. He wants to kill these before they get upgraded to Man-at-Arms. But just look at the resources for Bad Koala. It's not pretty. Also, he never found these pigs because he was pushing the ibex. He never got them anyways. He could go out there with the villager and get them. I feel like he really needs that, and I think that's where the scout is going now. Yeah, also, important detail from chat. You can't actually put the mule cart there and block the opening. So later on, you could wall and you could build a mule cart on either side with the purpose of just blocking the opening, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, Pig's about to finish. Pigs are a little late, but Man-at-Arms is on the way. And now deaKer is backing up. But resources collected. deaKer had more vills to work with. So this should be fine for him. It's not too bad. And he's making more militia, so if he has like 5 militia versus 3 men-at-arms, it could be okay. It's really passive start from Bad Koala. Still just now moving forward with his scout, but I think that's because of the whole pig situation. He doesn't know where to go, though. He doesn't know where the opening is. He'll find it. And he will find that deaKer has a lot here. I think deaKer needs an instant blacksmith. With other civs, you don't really consider this, but I think with this civ, you have to. And interesting, he goes for a tower just for later on. He'll go for man-at-arms. And there's the longsword upgrade now from Bad Koala. Like, this is pretty typical for Bad Koala, by the way. He's not the best with, like, the overall eco management, but he likes the chaos. And there's an archer range now from deaKer. A little surprising that he's not trying to get armor for the man-at-arms. I feel like against longsword, you want some type of an edge. And Romans have the double armor. 1 armor upgrade kind of counts as 2. Archers does make sense, though. And still, with the tower here, there's lots of reasons why Bad Koala can't necessarily do a lot of damage. Keep in mind, he never went for double bit axe. And he's just gotten housed a little bit. Still trying to get into the game and warm up. The players getting housed every 5 population, it's a sign that they're not necessarily playing too sharp. And so far, I've seen that happen twice. Or at least close to twice. deaKer has his work cut out for him in defense, but he's house walling, and he's using archers to defend from this. And he's choosing to go forward now. There's no tower or anything, and there's no archers for Bad Koala. And I'm not seeing any additional longsword production. He's got a lot of vills in queue. Also, I don't know how you can... I don't know how evident this is for viewers. But I'm sensing we're playing China to Argentina right now. This is not a low ping game. It feels like there's definitely more delay and more lag. And here comes the counterattack. And Bad Koala is going to try and fight this back. He gets housed again. So again, this is a sign. Like, he's not feeling too sharp right now. And those villagers could easily be picked off. deaKer goes for the kills. But there's some longswords chasing. The other longswords are still in the middle. But I really like deaKer's position right now. Things seem a lot more clean. It's small differences, but still. Yeah, it's like 160 ping, exactly. I mean, both players, to an extent, should be used to it, but I don't think they're playing players from these countries that frequently because of time zones, right? Here come the longswords into the wood line. And longswords melt villagers. That's a vill down. More longswords are here. There will be some skirms. God, he's housed again, bro! I mean, this is crazy. Like, he's been housed every 5 pop for the last 20 pop. This has happened 4 times in a row. If it was MBL, I'd say, okay, that makes him stronger. But for anybody else, it is just a sign that this individual is not really playing too sharp. The archers are running through. deaKer seems prepared. deaKer with the strong follow-up. But here, deaKer's villagers, I don't know where they were going. If he fully garrisons the TC, he can kill off some of these longswords. Archers goes down for deaKer because we have a big fight over here. deaKer takes the engagement. deaKer kills 3 vills. And deaKer says sorry because he signaled by mistake. God, what a messy game. He was not apologizing for killing the villagers. It's just because he signaled there with a misclick. Honestly, archers are all really weak. Just keep an eye on Bad Koala's population, though. I mean, if he gets housed at 45 pop now, that'd be crazy. Might just be one of those sets. One of those messy sets. Where neither player can play super clean. Some players have a tendency to, like, bring the others down to their level. deaKer's archer count is all dependent on that 14 HP right there. He's got so many weak archers. Honestly, you know what he should do? It's really lame. But you know what he should do? Is he should just sit in the TC. You did damage. You have 5% greater efficiency. Sit inside something that heals you up. Yeah, this is smart. Put them in the tower. When units come in, they'll automatically fire more arrows, which will scare them away. And then he might want to just hold his other army over here. It's not bad. He might need more men-at-arms, though. Because, I mean, there's some skirms in the group there. The skirmishers do some damage to that archer. He did end up getting armor, so I think his men-at-arms should be pretty good here. Slight lead for deaKer. Slight. Again, those units are slowly healing up. And, yeah, that arrow fire is no joke. This isn't a big enough army for him to justify running through. Still, though, it does kind of feel like the skirms and the longswords are too tough of an army for deaKer to engage into right now. Both players are thinking about Castle Age. He did get housed again at 45. I mean, he is not awake right now. He is not awake. He finally builds 2 more. And I think MBL's watching. MBL, now you know what it's like to have to watch it. Okay. These are all new archers. The longswords are engaging. The skirmisher micro is really good for bad Koala. But he needs a meat shield. And is my game dying? What? And I think this is where I drop, right? Okay, so this is where we were. And this is around where things freeze up for me. And a fight gets taken. So for the sake of the series, I think we should just watch it as is. The next game, I think, is going to be on a closed map, so we could just watch the engagement. There's way more man-at-arms here. And deaKer's focusing down the longswords, and the longswords get pushed back. Really nice fight for deaKer. Bad Koala, he'll lose his army, the entirety of the army, and makes it like a 25 to 12 KD for deaKer. And deaKer uses the market immediately after that, wants to rush to Castle Age. And now, bad Koala needs to go for full army. Has to go for full army. Has to go skirms. Has to go longswords. The positive, of course, is he does have longsword, which is a Castle Age unit. Those healed up archers, I don't know. Is this them? I think some of them might be here still. But deaKer's in a good position. And honestly, he doesn't need to take any fights from here. I think if he continues with archers and continues with man-at-arms, it's probably fine. But he is going to force the issue a little bit. I mean, if he goes for longswords as well, plus the additional armor upgrade, that alone would probably win the fights. Got a little messy for deaKer here. 48 seconds of TC idle time. Second barracks now. More men-at-arms on the way. And, I mean, bad Koala needs an engagement, man. He needs to kill off some army here. It's deaKer's job not to allow that and just to fall back. The nice thing about pushing forward is you have space to go back. It's the power of going back, guys. The power of going back. Have you heard about the power of going back? Let me tell you. That's my MBL impression for the day. This MBL's thing is always talking about the power of going back. 30 seconds. Till these men-at-arms become longswords. We obviously know, because of my shenanigans trying to get back into the game, the situation here. I'm wondering, I want to see bad Koala's fight here. He's got to take a fight, right? You got to take an engagement. You see that? You got to YOLO a fight right away. Longswords on the way and armor's on the way for deaKer. So just as many longswords, and he'll have double the tank. Plus he has the archers. Hops into the tower with some archers. Being patient here. And yeah, I mean, you have no choice. You pretty much have to fight. You're not on the way to Castle Age here if you're bad Koala. And yeah, longsword is in. And this longsword will clear everything here, guys. Won't even be close. And there's the GG. Yeah, so that makes sense. So, I don't know how we're going to edit that together for YouTube. Sorry the end of that first game was kind of rattled. But we got it done. And deaKer got it done. And Bad Koala's going to have to step it up, right? Got housed a million times. That could be first game of the day. I don't think his approach was bad. I don't think his strategy was bad. So I think that's the positive there. But deaKer warmed up and ready to go. Okay, well, I was expecting a lot of things. I wasn't expecting freaking Koreans here. I have never seen Koreans on this map. Is he going to tower rush? I swear, if he tries to tower rush, I might lose my mind a little bit. We have to catch up to game 2 because we had to fix what happened with game 1. But I question whether or not Bad Koala would be prepped. The fact that he's first to pick Koreans does make me think a little bit, but he's going to see the relics at least. And we've caught up to live time here. So far, it seems like he knows details of the map. He's chopping through to free up this priest. Maybe go for relics. We've got villagers on golds. He's bringing in his boar now. Hate the fact he killed that sheep. But again, that's just Bad Koala things. deaKer on the other side has gone for Malay, and Malay should be the more typical approach here. But I feels like deaKer is scared he's going to get tower rushed. Like, Nikov's in chat. Nikov, do you agree? Any high-level players in chat agree? I don't think deaKer ever goes to stone, but he's scared he's going to get tower rushed. Or something. Might be getting to him a little bit. The thing is, tower rush wouldn't be great on this map because the walls have 1800 HP. So it's just not a good tower rush map. So I'm not really sure. Maybe deaKer has other plans here. Nikov just says he is chilling. Okay, cool. Yeah, Malay had been played here. Malay advanced faster to the next stage. Ooh, you know what deaKer might do? So there's a video I'm going to make for YouTube where somebody went karambits and rams on this map. You make a defensive castle, defensive siege workshop, and the opponent does not expect it, and you just roll forward with like 3 rams full of karambits. You could even see a siege tower. But the stone obviously implies that he's going to go for a castle at some point. deaKer keeping his scout inside, which is smart. Doesn't seem that interested in moving out with his with any priests or anything. And we do have the priest moving forward here from Bad Koala. Bad Koala is one of those guys that brings you down to his level, guys. Like, he's chaos. He's messy. And if he's attacking you, will force the same. Not a very clean player. Never really has been. A nice Castle Age time. Okay, so Castle Age. And now what? So he's just gonna boom? I mean, Koreans have no crazy eco bonuses, and if they have an eco bonus, it's for stone mining. And he's not on stone, so very interesting pick. And it feels like he's just gonna adapt a little bit, try and take it to the late game. Koreans do have a really good late game. Meanwhile, deaKer's on the way up. deaKer's scout is looking around for some priests right now, hoping to get some snipes. Didn't scout all the relics, but did scout this one and knows this one is gone now. Crazy castle time for deaKer. And he'll have the Vil lead because just Malay things. I don't know, like 4 on stone? 4 on stone isn't enough for an immediate castle. So it feels like he's still just going to add eco and boom. Scout is also weak for deaKer. Scout is stronger for Bad Koala. Bad Koala's just taking a peek. See what he can find. And there goes another priest looking around for a relic. Remember, on this map, you can produce them from this shrine in the back. It's not actually a monk. It's technically a priest, but so it has different stats. But Capture Age isn't ready for priests, so it just says monk. But it's got 5 range, and it only costs 75 gold. Specific to the map. It's not specific to the civs at all. You also can't put the relics inside of it. So yeah, confusing if you've never seen it before. This would be great. I mean, if Bad Koala can grab a couple relics, that makes me think the situation could be a bit better. Bad Koala drops TC number 2, and he drops TC number 3. Here's the other thing, guys. The other thing about Bad Koala's like current situation. I think the majority of high-level players would say that this is just not a good pick, okay? Whether or not that's true, unimportant to my point. They just think this is a bad pick, okay? If you feel that way, if you feel strongly to that, and then you lose, your mentality is affected. You've drafted a Civ that you think is way better. You think you should win. You believe in your abilities, and then you lose, and then you're just like, what is wrong with me? And that can really get to you. So this is an important one. Because I think deaKer will also question the Koreans pick a little bit. I think he's also been like thinking like something's going to happen. It never really happened. I think he went to Stone because he thought he was going to be castle dropped or something. Nothing has happened. Look, he built the outpost. Yeah, he was expecting something. So the mind games are real. Honestly, the more I cast, the more I feel like people should do bad things more frequently. Because everyone's just like, it's so confused. Like, the most effective men at Arms Rush I think I've seen this week was the guy who was 2.5 minutes late. The opponent didn't expect it. But then if I'm 2.5 minutes late, I get punished for it. It's like so weird. Yeah, he went like the wrong way, like so many bad moves, and then it was a good play. And that here we go. I mean, that's relic number 3, going back home into the monastery. Vil count's pretty close. Eco upgrades are close as well. Malay will always naturally have slightly res selected advantage because they always have that slight Vil lead. But I mean, what is deaKer doing with his scout, dude? All these relics are just walking back home unprotected. deaKer has to kill one of these guys. There we go. deaKer had messaged me this week. He said his brother's a big fan and his brother really wanted to watch the cast today. So hopefully his brother's like, finally, dude, finally. He's probably screaming because this scout hadn't killed anything. 3 TCs. Vils are transitioned onto Stone. For bad Koala, this feels like a 4 TC boom for me. Would not surprise me at all to see him leave his base and build a TC on the side, maybe. Here goes another priest out here to get this. Where's deaKer's scout? deaKer's scout is over here now. So I think he's thinking about this relic and just completely forgot that this is a possibility to get picked up again. So honestly, deaKer has not done a great job at using that scout. And 4 relics for bad Koala here. Yeah, the mind games allowed him to just free boom. And deaKer delayed his own eco because he thought he was going to be pressured. The scouts are still active. deaKer's scout is a bit weaker, so he'll fall back. And gets inside the base now. There should be a priest coming to heal up that scout. Bad Koala goes for another TC. Yep, just 4 town centers. He's just going to try and get to Imp. In Imp, you could argue Koreans is the better Civ with full army. But Korean eco is an army is expensive. Like towers, war wagons, siege onager. So many good aspects of the Korean army that can just flatten Malay, but you just don't have time, typically. Imagine, though, towers all along the sides and all along the middle. It would be a nightmare to deal with. And so I think deaKer, with that in mind, wants to push. Here the scouts are fighting. That could go either way. That's a 50-50. Bad Koala will fall back. He should heal up and then a fight back. Yeah, he's healing. Now he would win the fight. deaKer will actually do the same. Does bad Koala see this? I think he saw the Vils. But those Vils are building the castle already. There's not too much. Look, he was going to stop it. He pulled his whole eco to potentially try and stop that castle. He was going to Vil rush that. And some of the Vils are still going out there. The scout shenanigans are a lot. Now there's a conversion. deaKer gets to the hill. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Well, bad Koala ends up killing the monk. He ends up converting the scout. He's going to get this last relic in as quickly as possible. Run, old man. Run. He's only got 2 HP. 2 HP, run. There might be a karambit. Well, I mean, that's unlucky for deaKer. But deaKer's going to be an imp. So this castle position is critical here because most likely what's going to happen for bad Koala is he builds a defensive castle right behind these walls. But that can just be trebbed down right away. So you, based on what we know, he needs to avoid building anything on the front and somehow build it in the back, but there's no space there. Not going to be easy at all. Random bad koala villager over here. Bad koala with sneaky vills will be a thorn in your side. But we'll see if it amounts to much. Guys, you remember the games? We had 2 games this week where somebody was doing something crazy on Zong and they didn't build an outpost on the wall. I mean, we had one earlier today where someone was ram pushing. They had no clue what they were ram pushing. They were building outposts everywhere but here. deaKer builds it there, so he has the knowledge. And then there was another one as well. And, like, this is a really good call. Information is key, right? With that in mind, he takes down the outpost. deaKer will start making the treb. Now, smart move from Bad Koala. He doesn't actually build the castle there. It's a really good call. He's going to build the castle over here. And chemistry already for deaKer as he'll want bombard cannons. Now, Korean towers outrange bombard cannons. You get the tower upgrades for free, but you have to get the blacksmith upgrades, and then you have to get the unique tech. So we're talking 600 resources for that unique tech, plus however many resources it is to get all the way to Bracer. That's not easy. And another castle from deaKer. And I love deaKer's position right now. Even just trebbing the archer ranges down is going to add so much value. And that castle can't be denied by that army. So it's mainly going to be siege from deaKer. Siege to just take all this down. Let's not forget how much gold is available on this map in the middle. Let's also not forget this build. Next person to subscribe, I will name you here. Looking pretty good. Needs to put some sunscreen on. It's a pretty sunny day. Again, keep upgrade is free, but that keep is going to go down, and all the archer ranges will go down as well. Castle is here, but the food eco for Bad Koala, he's only got 19 on food. 19 on food, and his eco is already about to be trebbed. And deaKer's got 31 on food. He's got the better food economy. More villagers. Just doesn't have those relics. The relics are actually right here. The relics are on the front, so the relics could actually be taken. The gate will go down. Ranges are going down. I think Bad Koala should probably try and move some of those relics back. Over here, he was raiding with the scouts, but the Karambits have found that, and deaKer will drop a TC just to protect the outside eco. And slowly, the buildings are going down. Bombard cannons are here. Oh! Big attack round from deaKer. Obviously sees that the whole way through. He's got all the vision he needs. And I think Bad Koala is trying to raid this area right now because he just saw Vills there. He's trying to do something. Archer ranges are finally going down. And he's adding more. Also, unique text coming in. But still don't have Bod Canero for Bad Koala. Like, the timing of this pressure from the Malay is just crazy. So, you know, we laughed about the potential mind games, but still, we're just seeing the power of the Malay. And then, like, we didn't see anything special from Bad Koala. Like, it does not feel prepped to me. It does not feel practiced. This does not feel nearly as sharp as some of the action that we've seen in some of these other sets. Big attack run from deaKer again. The crossbows are complete non-factor now. It lands another attack round, like... and now the monks go down as well. The bombard cannons are killing everything. And take down the monastery. There is a bombard cannon now from Bad Koala, but the siege towers are here. The Karambit taxis are here. Oh my god, Bad Koala, don't lose the bombard cannon now. Don't lose the bombard cannon now. Dude. deaKer's locked in. His attack rounds have been great. He's playing super sharp. And honestly, he doesn't even need it, but he's got the style points ready. Multiple siege towers, multiple Karambits loaded up. And as the bombard cannons have 18 critical kills, we've got a little choo-choo. And he's going to waltz in to Bad Koala's base with 3 siege towers filled with Karambits. He says, hello. Hello. The escorts are here. The Karambits have been escorted in via the siege towers. And the Karambits can just take down the bombard cannons, take down the Trebs. It's an army of ants. And that is crazy there from deaKer. deaKer will take down another tower. It will drop another castle here. This is not even freaking close. What an amazing job from deaKer to punish this. And, I mean, Bad Koala is just probably sitting here like, are you serious right now? Like, this went from 0 to 100 really quick. And GG. Damn. That was crazy. That was crazy. And I know people think that's a little bit of a meme. I know people think that they see the siege towers and it looks so damn ridiculous it's a meme. But ever since they made the siege towers cheaper, that should be kind of meta now, right? To move in with infantry against archers and castles and stuff. Like, you can get in right next to them instead of losing half your group before you make it in. Having said that, I have been very, very brutal towards players, okay? I have called players out if they haven't had the killer timings or they haven't looked prep and they haven't looked sharp. And Bad Koala, not looking great. The Koreans pick looks super freaking weird. I mean, the game number 1, you heard my thoughts there. I mean, this is up against a player who might make it to gold, right? So, but we've got a big gap right now because I think Bad Koala may be under-delivering, not prepared, not taking the moment, and deaKer is. deaKer has been stomping him so far, and I was just really good. Like, really good play. The key for me was taking the middle and going fast stimp with the Trebs and Bomber Cannons. And with that Bomber Cannon micro as well, that was ridiculous. What's impressive, though, is that he actually had good economy behind it. And then he knew what to do with it, like with the push. Karambits wasn't really expecting that. I thought he was going to go like skirms or Bomber Cannons. Yeah, I don't know. Bad Koala just looks a little off right now. Seems like he's fast. It says he's fast here, but like just booming into crossbow was a little uninspiring for me. So, yeah, being critical of Bad Koala right now, I've been very impressed with deaKer. I expected that from deaKer. Wasn't sure what we'd get from Bad Koala, and so far the approach has been weird. You think about where civs have been played by other players, as we actually don't have deaKer taking any food right now. Interesting. I think he's going to wait to push in a deer. Yeah, Burgundians have been played a ton on the previous map, and they've done very well. Bad Koala had Burgundians on the draft, didn't play them. And so now he's got them here. Now, do I think it's a horrible pick? Absolutely not. But it is worth pointing out. It's also worth pointing out Koreans have done very well on this map. So it's like if he went Koreans here and Burgundians on the previous map, maybe he'd have better chances. deaKer actually took a lot of wood there and should still be able to produce a villager with the 5 villagers bringing in that deer. It's actually at the limit. He was a little late, but getting that wood will mean he can go for the dock. I did see one other player play Bengalis on this map, and that was Kambito. And he looked like a really good approach, essentially mix of water and land, which is what this map ends up being. I like the civ economically because you get the free vills when you make it to the next stage. With that in mind, I would say deaKer should probably go fast feudal because you get the vill boost a lot faster. Actually, that said, I mean, if you go fast castle, technically you get the vills faster, but fast feudal feels more natural for me. Our base says Burgundians have been played once on this map and won, and I'm trying to find out who did it. Okay. Can someone remind me who Bad Koala played in the previous round as well? He would have been the favorite there. I'm curious. I don't forget. All right, don't forget. I don't remember. No, it was not ACCM, Chameleon. It was not ACCM. ACCM's in freaking plat. Ah, Malay Sako. Okay, Malay Sako. Interesting. That was probably a really entertaining series. I didn't end up watching that one. He's a solid up-and-coming player from Finland. He's pretty good on mixed maps. He actually told me the other day that he started playing AoE because he found one of my videos a couple years back. Also, I played a team game against him, and then I invited him to my party to play the next team game. And Mully goes, "So you like winning, it seems, right?" Because I joined his team. He thought he was funny, and then we got stomped. I don't think Mully's out there, but that's pretty funny. He really talked a big game there. Here comes the Ville here. So the dock will be later for Burgundians because they have to invest into the wood upgrade and get that set. But it still should be okay. You should have lots of wood income. So far, deaKer's build's looking pretty smooth here. I can make the second fishing ship. I think we will see fast feudal from him because otherwise, I don't know why he would dock here. Every time someone's going fast feudal, they're likely going to be docking away from the tower so they can put the fish underneath the tower later on with a new dock. deaKer just pushing in the final deer here. Gold positions are pretty nice in the back for him. That's the same for bad Koala, though. It feels like they're closer to the water, and there's more space in the back on this generation. Like, look at how much space they have back there. A lot of wood. I mean, bad Koala's base is definitely overpowered, man. You've got two big stones wallable back here. Both your golds. That does not happen consistently on this map. Obviously, eventually you got to move to these golds in the south and the north. But yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look at it. It might be because they've spawned more towards the corners than other times. I think sometimes you're not directly in the corner, and maybe if you're in the corner, you have a little bit more space to work with. I think this will be fast castle for the Chinese player. And there goes deaKer on the way up. So if he's doing what I'm expecting, deaKer's going to send a lot more to wood here. Still could be a fast castle, but I kind of be surprised by that. Yep, he will go for a second lumber camp. Was thinking about adding a fifth fishing ship, but needs the lumber camp first. Also is going to need the house. Again, we'll get the +2 vills in the next age. Lumber camp needs to be placed, and then there needs to be a villager coming this way for a dock. So a couple things have to come together here. Don't love that lumber camp. I'd prefer a lumber camp like where he was chopping already, but it's not that big a deal. Just being nitpicky on efficiency. I think the Burgundian should play light cav here. I seem to remember Mr. Yo did that on this map before. Obviously, everyone and all the Chinese players look up to Yo, and Yo's pretty good strategist, so I feel like playing fast castle, light cav, and adapt, getting the relics, basically kind of giving up water and then transitioning into farm super early would be really strong. Oh, this could be good, though, for deaKer. deaKer could see this, and deaKer can just attack this. Yep, just attack it. You'll hit feudal. You can kill this scout. You can never, under any circumstances, lose your scout if you're bad Koala. Never. Yeah, he's got to back away. He can still take the deer, actually. Okay, well, that's one way to do it. There's the barracks. Couple walls this way from bad Koala. Again, so far, not impressed. Not in love with how he's played these games. I do like this little detail, though. He's actually saved this fish. So he's been fishing long distance, and right when the galleys show up, he'll move over to the fish underneath the tower. That's something I've been waiting for more people to do. It's kind of crazy, but deaKer didn't even... deaKer's so confident of what his opponent's doing. He didn't even get loom. He didn't even commit to a mining camp on the gold. So he's made 2 galleys. No loom, because he just feels he knows what his opponent's doing. And, ooh, Scout almost died. Scout almost died. That's a big detail here, and the Scout does die. And so deaKer now can't confirm what his opponent's doing. Can't see, for example, that there's a hole in the back here, which bad Koala needs to find. And, yeah, these galleys get to sit here, and there's still 150 food that the fish can take. Not bad. I mean, you need to know your opponent's going stable here. I think if you see the barracks, you do know that. I think this game just became twice as hard to play for deaKer. He's got to wall up everything before scouts show up. He has to remember he doesn't have loom. He has added some more fishing ships. But if there's a hole in the wall and a couple scouts get in, this could get really painful. We could see some fire galleys here from bad Koala. deaKer's trying to kill the fish, but the sea tower is still firing. Sea tower is being distracted with this galley while this galley fires. Yeah, it's actually really annoying to wall up and manage your economy right now if you're deaKer, because you're trying to use the galleys. Really frustrating for him. He hasn't had any kills yet. And Bad Koala pulls back again. Okay, loses 1. Loses 2. But now we have more galleys from deaKer. And these galleys are weak, so the other galleys are going to have to rotate in. Yeah, I like Bad Koala. For the first time, I really like what we're seeing here from Bad Koala. Just don't run through the middle, bro. What it... Brother. There's galleys there. What? Why are you going there? And there's a sea tower on the other side every single time. It's so confusing. So confusing. I don't fully understand it. He knows the map. That was a bit of a weird one, but I guess he can make more scouts, so it's not that big a deal. And he's got the scouts in the north patrolling around. Goes from the monastery because he wants those relics right away. And there's 7 relics on this map, so it's a really good map for snagging relics. What happened up here, guys? What happened up here? Is this just not... Was this just a misclick? There's a partially built house, and there's an unbuilt palisade. I think deaKer misclicked the villager back. Because he didn't lose anything to a wolf or something. So, yeah, his wife called. So he's gone home to deal with some family drama. But, I mean, he's going to assume this is Walt. And Lightcav can just run in. I mean, if 2 Lightcav go through there, that's going to ruin his day. He does have Loom now, but he's not thinking about that whatsoever. He is going to make his own scouts. This is manageable for him. But, I mean, will Bad Koala actually look? You always assume your opponent is walled. Oh, deaKer sees it. deaKer sees it. deaKer sees it. Will Bad Koala click through? Will Bad Koala click? Oh! No! Oh, that's so brutal, dude. I mean, it's the small things in this game, right? Especially on this map. And no, having all the time in the world to wall and having that be open is painful. So painful. Lightcav through. Spearman gets taken down. And deaKer's now got a mess in his base. And we'll try and micro this back with a couple vills and some spears, I'm sure. But this is not where he wants his attention. And this is great for Bad Koala because now Bad Koala can take relics. He's got monks coming back with relics already because the scouts aren't out there. The scouts have to come back here for deaKer. The scouts cannot focus on what he needs to do. And Bad Koala will also move over here with some vills for a town center, which feels like a really good move. That's been the thing that I've been really surprised by, is people are just not trying this. No reason not to. You delay your 3rd TC a little bit, but gold is so valuable later. It's a really nice decision. deaKer kind of can't because he doesn't have map control with his army, and he knows there's Lightcav, so he has to go 2 and 3 TC in here. And deaKer honestly could have been worse. Nice damage control. But he has to settle his mind now, and he has to balance out his resources and get this right. Is ahead in resources collected because of the fishing ships in the middle. So, still with plenty of fish out there. But 1 relic. Relics bring in food as well for the Burgundians. Could be a 2nd relic brought in down here in the south, but it gets a little bit tougher now. Does feel like the relics were kind of far away for Bad Koala, but I guess he got the one that was close already. Kill the Irishman, says T90. That's a villager queue bug. Noticed it more after the last patch. Are you saying that you think it was a bug that deaKer tried to shift queue his vill and it didn't listen to his commands? I mean, I think it's more likely instead of a bug, it was just a misclick, right? I haven't heard of instances where someone's holding shift and it doesn't pay attention. I think it's very likely just a misclick. By the way, Bad Koala thinks he's walled. If deaKer clicks through, there is a hole here as well. Oh, no. It was looking so good. And now there's Lightcav through, and they both had a hole in their wall. It's only fair. This is such an evenly matched game, guys. Oh, man, they both have great strategy, and they both have holes in their freaking walls. Ay, ay, ay. Well, that's 2 vills down. That's already more than Bad Koala killed. Oh, this guy was going to come in. This guy's now like, what do I do? And this wood line could be over. Oh, my. Oh, wait, there's a tree there? No, there's no tree there. Oh, my God. Well, it felt like Bad Koala kind of needed some damage because he didn't have the fish. He will come back and clear this now. And he does have husbandry. So actually, if he walls this right now, he can trap them and kill all of them. Now, trapping them is kind of worth it in some ways. Still very playable. We'll trap the army. We'll kill the army. We'll have a lot of light. We'll have a lot of light cav. Didn't trap the army. Again, it's just been a sloppy series. And this light cav is taking the entire army away. I'd like to see Bad Koala just leave one light cav for the job and pull the others to do something else. Monk in the north started a conversion. deaKer is bringing a lot of vills here. deaKer knows there's a monk there as well, but he knows the light cav are out of position because they just killed off that unit. But, like, this is getting spotted now. It converts the villager. Now the monk will be killed by the light cav. deaKer just wants a TC. This looks like it's going to be a castle drop. This is just for a town center. And we have gates now to block a castle foundation, which will never come. It's actually... It'll block the TC location. No, it won't. There's a TC. Crazy move from deaKer. He couldn't move to the south because the light cav were there. Moving to the north is also a risk. But Bad Koala will see this. And Bad Koala's been on stone, guys. He doesn't have a market yet. He's going to build the market here. But if he just gets the stone for a castle, he can drop that pretty much immediately. He's got a lot of light cav. So deaKer's got the villager lead, but he just brought his villager lead to be castle dropped, essentially. This could be really tough for him. He does not have enough army to protect all this. There's no way to deny a castle. There's no way to get to his own castle. And there is the castle. And deaKer's on the way to Imp. Imp into what, though? Light cav on this side. Almost converted. Somehow the light cav gets away. Bad Koala making rams. Bad Koala making a castle. Bad Koala has 4 relics. Bad Koala doesn't have water control or anything. But there is not a lot deaKer can do to keep these villagers alive right now. The light cav pounce. There is no army here from deaKer. And army has been the issue here. Yeah, with the castle up and with rams on the way, this TC is going to go down pretty quickly here. What can deaKer do? I think maybe just give up on this. Okay, try a castle. If you can somehow wall here and finish this castle, I'll be very impressed. But there's no mangonels, right? Okay, he's walling it. Castle's on the way up. We also have Imperial Age for Bad Koala. Wall has gone down. New wall has been built. Wall has gone down. New wall is being built. Villas are being converted. Villas are being attacked. But the castle's still being built. So, I mean, it is something. Feels like a good opportunity for either player to maybe consider making a move down here. The deaKer's castle will go up. So it goes up. He can make trebs. The rams can't really do too much on their own right now. And we got docks now from Bad Koala. So Bad Koala wants to go back on the water. I don't hate that because water can be really valuable, especially for cannon galleons. deaKer dropping the stone wall because he has no defense. I'm surprised there's not even a barracks for him. I thought he would maybe go for pikemen or something. I'm not sure if he... I think it's fair to say that things have gone away from whatever the initial plan was. I like this, though. Some vision down here, taking this gold to be very good. Very likely he will lose this castle, but he is making his own trap. Also, that guy is not having a very good day. He is in a castle prison, but they haven't killed him yet, so that's nice. He's awaiting trial. Mangonel from deaKer. deaKer's Mangonel is expecting those rams to push. And now both players are an imp. I mean, this is the type of game... This is more along the lines of what Bad Koala can bring to the table. Pretty adaptive, pretty crazy. Obviously, it helped that there was a hole in the wall. But now he dives for the Treb, and there's no army to protect the Treb. And deaKer will lose the Treb, which hurts so much because there's going to be double Trebuchet production here from Bad Koala. deaKer will have a town center down here, so he will still have some gold. But what is his army going to be? I still am not seeing a lot of wood income to go for barracks or anything. I don't think he has a great opportunity to make land army. And now the fire ships come in. Do Burgundians even get fast fire? Okay, they do. I had no clue. It tells you how common it is to see Burgundians on water. Yeah, deaKer will lose some water control. deaKer was going to go water, maybe. I'm seeing some ship upgrades. Maybe that was the plan. Also, the light cav has made it in. The villagers died. The mangonel will die. The castle will die. Everything going right for Bad Koala right now. Even though he's behind in vills. It just feels like such an easy game to play from here, right? Your Trebs push this way. Your cav can move in. deaKer will have some big problems. deaKer knows he's going to lose this castle. He's just trying to hold and at least Treb down the other castle. But these Coustilier are on the prowl, man, for anything that ends up going down there. Or showing up here, rather. Now, not having fast fire was a little bit off. Bad Koala will do that now. I think Bad Koala lost a unit down here and saw the TC was going up. So I'm sure he can eventually shift his focus into that area. But he's finally going to slaughter this. He'll take out the Trebs. He'll take out the vills. And deaKer now, just now, adding the barracks. The problem against Burgundians will be if you try and go for pikes, they can just click chemistry and they have the best gunpowder in the game. So if you go pikes against cav, they go gunpowder. Then you go skirms against the gunpowder and then they just go cav again. Like, the Burgundians are wonderfully streamlined for games like this. I don't even know how much this is going to matter. If this shows up, deaKer has no answer right now. Fareed says best one is Hindustanis, I think. Okay, I mean, we can have a conversation on which gunpowder is slightly better. We could even say Turks. But I mean, we're talking about... I'm talking strictly about the 25% attack. So, out of the archer range, no unique techs, none of that niche stuff. But you are right. The extra range for the Hindustanis is also really good. They're both kind of similar in that regard. They go cav. So here it's Coustilier. With Hindustanis, they go camel. And the opponent goes super hard into pikes, and then the pikes get shredded by the gunpowder. I mean, town center's down. Wall is going to be down. deaKer just so late to military in this game. And maybe losing all the light cav in Bad Koala's base wasn't worth it. Because ever since then, he's had no army. He wasn't able to get more army on the field. Bad Koala sees the pikes. He wants to fight before the Halb upgrade is in. He's sending it here. He's bringing his Trebs. He's building the archer ranges now. Halb upgrade will be in 15 seconds. I'm not sure you want to be fighting Halb straight up with Coustilier. I think you're going to want gunpowder. Also, don't remember him clicking chemistry. Did he get chemistry? Chemistry? Okay, he has chemistry, so he can make the hand cannons. Units are still back here, picking off some farmers. We also have some buildings down here. Maybe we'll see a rare one-villager castle for Bad Koala. He fights off the Halbs. He's taken a decent enough fight there, and now there's going to be some gunpowder to back it up. Just feels like Halb is the right play, but maybe just not at the right time for deaKer. His eco has been completely nuked here. The efficiency is horrible. Worker efficiency is like 50% over the last minute. And I called it. Do I know Bad Koala or what? One villager castle. About to be a 20 villager castle. And deaKer sees it. And deaKer will build his own castle. And Bad Koala sees that. And Bad Koala is just going to back it up. Smart. Back it up. Move it over here so it can't be denied. Continue your push over here. Guys, I can see deaKer maybe mentally unraveling a little bit here. Like, this has been a frustrating game. And some tiny little things are starting to pop up where it's like, maybe Bad Koala's trying to get into the zone. Bad Koala will feel some confidence. And I'm thinking about the civs. I mean, Bad Koala's got some civs that I don't disagree with to the same extent. The Cav was actually just chilling back here for, I don't know, a couple minutes. And now they come into raid, and deaKer's like, what? Does he have a castle in the back of my base, or what? It feels super random. GG. Finally, Bad Koala. He shows up. Nice play. And, yeah, again, the Burgundians, I would have questioned this if he lost here, but seemed like a really nice game plan. Lots of light cav, lots of farms, lots of economy. It made a lot of sense. I think it did help him that there was a hole in deaKer's walls. Do I still think he could have won the game? Absolutely. And I think one of the keys was actually this TC. Getting that third TC up on the gold was so nice. deaKer had more vills, but deaKer ran out of gold. And then deaKer desperately ran out here, and then it was so tough to lock down. So it was a big issue for deaKer to not have any gold control. So Bad Koala gets a win, needs 2 straight to complete the reverse sweep. deaKer should have some home maps. deaKer should be able to shake that one off, but you never know. Yeah, just like super far behind in gold collected. Food collected was close. That was probably ahead for deaKer for a while, but gold is just too important there. So deaKer, he's going to want to start this game with a bang here. That was a very passive one. He wasn't able to get started. But here's the thing. If Bad Koala is playing his best, Bad Koala usually goes crazy. Like, he loves to forward. He loves messy games. And Evacuation is easily the hardest map in this draft to play. So, again, how the openings go here can oftentimes set the tone. I would expect both of them to go for Man-at-Arms. For now, both players are looking for the cows because they're going to want that extra food underneath their TC for later on. Spiro, what's up? Says T90, will TTL have play all 3 again this season? I love the videos knowing it's all 3 games. Yeah, it'll be the same. deaKer almost loses a villager. Oh, God. Yikes! Well, if you know, you know. But that is going to be tough to drop off food there. Yeah, I mean, deaKer might be rattled right now. deaKer might be struggling, man. He knows people are watching. He knows how much this matters. But yeah, the group stage will be play all 3 into playoffs just like before. There won't be any big changes there. This bracket is knockouts. So obviously there you can have some spoilers when you look at video length. I feel like every other day I'm seeing a new comment where someone on YouTube says that I should add dead space at the end of each video. That way it doesn't spoil who's won the series. But, I mean, and people on YouTube are often answering this question for me, but that is a horrible thing for a YouTube channel. You can't have dead space because then YouTube says, oh, people aren't watching as much of this video as others, so let's not recommend it. And it's really bad for the algorithm. So that's why I don't do it. You can also Google. There are some extensions that do hide the video length. So people who want to do that can still do that, but I can't do that with these videos. It'd be really unhealthy. deaKer, 6 on wood already. It's a lot. But you get the food boost when you build the barracks with the woo and when you build the dock. And he's already building the dock down here. Bringing in Rhino number 2. And should be able to take that. What's up, Sammy Diamonds? Welcome. This is T90. First time posting / watching you stream live after years of YouTube watching. Just want to say thanks so much. This is also, I'm curious whether you followed the recent PS5 controller tournament at all. I haven't been able to follow it. I've had a couple people bring it up. I'm really not sure where I can watch that stuff, so maybe not now, but if someone mentions it in my Discord, I'll keep an eye out or something. As for if I'm going to cast it, I don't think so. I have to see a couple things, but it is cool. I think there was an Xbox tournament recently as well. It's cool to see people being competitive and playing on console. I don't want to sound like a sweaty computer guy too much, because I want people to have fun in what ways they can, and it's cool to enjoy the game in any way. But in my mind, this is a PC game. Like, the aspects of the way this game is balanced and, like, the way I appreciate it is with computer in mind. And so it'd be tough for me, I think. I've tried to watch console games before. It just feels a little tough for me to, I don't know, to appreciate it in the same way because I don't play it that way. You know, I haven't played it that way. I think I would need to do so to get a grasp for it. I gotta say, deaKer's Dark Age was really bad. Like, that might not seem like a big deal, but he had a lot more decay there. He doesn't have the food that he would have wanted at this time. He is bringing in a ton of cows. That's really good. But the fact that he can't click up right now and he's going to have to drop off and force drop on everything, and he barely does so, it tells you he might not have the food to make the militia on time. We do have the barracks on this side. I wasn't looking at the eco for Bad Koala, but... Remember, the big thing here is leaving the middle and evacuating out here to another wood line, to another stone, to another gold, all the hunt. Just a cow check here. We've got 3 cows. We've got 3 goats. 4 goats. And here we've got 1 cow and 3 goats. So there's definitely more cows for deaKer to use. That will delay the farms. I don't know what's going on here. We've got 2 vills building a mining camp, and we've got 4 vills taking this gold. I mean, that can easily be fixed. I think he thought twice about taking the gold because that's the gold in the front. Obviously, Doc is on the back for both. And the action is going to start. Woo Man-at-Arms, regenerate. Ooh, deaKer brought a boar in from the outside. That's sick. I really like that. I've heard about that. I have not seen someone do that yet. So he brings in that extra boar. And now he's got 4 militia that will be Man-at-Arms. I said earlier, the ideal world when you're up against Woo is your Man-at-Arms engage into their Man-at-Arms and you just get it over with. You just fight it. Bad Koala has 1 leftover unit that he didn't group up with the rest of them. So that one gets picked off by deaKer's scout. deaKer doesn't know about the others, though. Maybe he knows they should show up, but he doesn't see them yet. He is going to have to quickly wall this off. And if he doesn't see anything, he's going to have to wall this off, too. There's a lot of quick walling that needs to happen. Man-at-Arms go into the town center for Bad Koala, so he basically has lost 2 units. And now he needs to wall in as well. And he has to wall in fast. Villager isn't building. Villager isn't building because he's blocked by his friend, who is way too muscular for his own good. And okay, he realizes. But I mean, both of these trees, guys, have less than 15 wood on them. There's 11 wood, and there's 11 wood. So this is not easy to protect. And I think, is this arson? It's not arson. But because of the crack terrain, deaKer's taking the house down so quick. And once arson comes in, that house is gone. Arson is a crazy call here. And it's perfect. I think Dravidians could do it too, right? They have the cheaper barrack technologies. Yeah, arson is in. Say goodbye to the house. The house is going to get arsed. And the villagers, oh god, the villagers are here. Now over on this side, deaKer has to repair. He didn't end up getting the kills here. But even the lumber camp's crazy damage. So messy right now. Both players need ranged units. Both players need some archers here right away. And all the things that we take for granted, like villager production and farms and houses, do not happen in messy games. Right now, Bad Koala is housed badly. Super pop capped. Super pop capped. Not realizing he's pop capped. Brother. My friend. Still housed. Well, he's not going to be housed anymore because he could lose his wood line. Guys, he is still housed. Well, he's not housed anymore because he's going to lose 2 vills. He's going to lose an archer. Well, that's how you solve the problem. Bad Koala can't keep up with the chaos. deaKer has kept up with the chaos. deaKer with a perfect opening. And what I would do right now with these guys, you've done enough. Go to the outside. You know there's probably something out there. Run over there now. Make the archers chase you. And over here, you could tell that the archers tried to do the same thing. Or sorry, the man-at-arms tried to do the same thing. These men-at-arms don't regenerate. And there's already a tower here for deaKer to defend. Villagers are evacuating. We have full HP man-at-arms because any damage they've taken, which is very little, just regenerates. Tower for bad Koala. Just got housed again. Loses an archer. The regen is keeping this man-at-arm alive. Man-at-arms are in over here. And the archer goes down. Crazy damage from deaKer's man-at-arms. Crazy damage. And guys, he hasn't had to build a farm because he had all the cows and the boar from earlier. Keep in mind, there's also still the water to think about. It looks like there was defense on water from bad Koala. He got a kill there. But they both have similar amounts of fishing ships. So, yeah, tough map to play. Tough map to play. But I can just tell all the signs that someone is tired or not really sharp right now is here. Like, look at how many vills are in queue. It's not bad to have a lot of vills in queue, but that's a sign that someone is maybe too nervous. Getting housed a lot, like housed every 5 population, is a sign that there's too much going on for you, maybe. He doesn't patrol here. deaKer does. deaKer finds the hits. deaKer should defend there as well. And deaKer just needs to keep running around with these man-at-arms, I'd say. And they might finally die, but if you can keep them alive, that would be sick. They'll regenerate, right? This is just bad, guys. He's gonna get housed again. I actually can't watch it. It's my job to cast and tell you my emotions. Bro, he's been housed so many times. It's like, we've all been there, but like, when it happens enough times, you gotta think, let's build a couple houses so it doesn't happen again. There he goes. He's gonna build 2 this time. Also, on that note, the Wu do build houses faster, so it is something that the Wu don't have as much of an issue with. Fire Galleys did move this way for bad Koala, so it's kind of a just passing. We still don't have any farms for deaKer, which I think he should probably start to do. Is taking food on the outside. We do have some farms here for bad Koala, who's on the way to Castle Age. What? Well, guys, if you don't produce 4 villagers, that saves 200 food, I guess. That's crazy that he's up. Also, feel like the regenerating on these units is way too fast. I could be wrong. The Jean Swordsman certainly need to look at from the devs. Are these the same 3, or did he make 3 more? Maybe he made 3 more. I guess he lost the other ones. But either way, it does feel like the Wu are just basically made for this map. Fire Galleys looped back in. Fire Galleys will snipe a fishing ship. But maybe 2 fishing ships, but then we'll lose the Fire Galleys. And it's going to be full crossbow play here from bad Koala. Has to win, or he is just a silver player. So far, it seems like deaKer's just been a bit more prepped and a bit sharper, but this is a map that can turn around on you fast in Castle Age. Second TC can happen in Castle Age. Water upgrades in Castle Age. Ballistics in Castle Age. Chat, do you think that bad Koala is going to get housed at 50 pop? Yes or no? deaKer is not walled over here. He is going to drop a tower. Tower might just be in time. Okay, no. We had a couple no's. Okay. A couple of you guys don't think so. deaKer runs into the crossbows. He didn't expect them there. Bad Koala. Finding a nice fight here. Not bad. Crossbows could do some damage. 42 out of 50 pop. University on the outside now. That will be for ballistics. The game is even as far as KD is concerned. But we've got double barracks from deaKer. That will mean Jean Swordsman. Jean Swordsman will clear up archers, and it's not even close. Nice job from deaKer, again, defending his fish. And he actually is killing the fish as well from bad Koala. So bad Koala will have very little food eco. If you don't have food eco, you can't easily go for longsword, which would maybe be one of the quote-unquote counters to the Jean Swordsman. Jean Swordsman are still really fast. Okay, he's at 47 out of 50. 47 out of 50 population. Not seeing a single house being placed. He is going to get housed again. The crossbows are going this way. The crossbows want the outside where deaKer is sending Jean Swordsman and deaKer is building the second TC. And wait for it, 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 wait for it. Wait for it. Wait, he queued wheelbarrow. So he expected to be housed. Damn, that's some next level predictions. Okay, now he's housed. Now he's housed. He can't produce more crossbows. He's trying to. He can't. Guys, these Jean Swordsmen regenerate 20 HP per minute, which is insane. They're like a Huskar out of barracks, which is insane. That's the house villager. That's the house villager. Okay, there we go. Woodline's going to get completely harassed. Anything that's over here is going to get crazy harassed. Jean Swordsman can chase down these crossbows. Without walls, with, I don't know, a house wall, you are going to have big problems here. And the house villager's actually getting killed. This is very good for deaKer. And very, very bad for bad Koala. Because archers don't counter this. Towers don't counter this unit. They just have one armor upgrade. And they are well and truly everywhere right now. The crossbows over here, they did some damage here. Looks like they killed 2 villagers, but they'll get killed off now. And yep, bad Koala's fighting it back with Vils and is probably realizing this is game. And his road will end here. He will just be in Silver League. And he calls the GG. I think it was a mix, okay? I think it was a mix of deaKer being incredibly prepared, deaKer clearly knowing the maps, and deaKer being in really solid shape. But then also, I don't know, bad Koala. This whole bracket, I've gotten very used to the energy from players, right? Like people who are like prepared, people who clearly know the maps, people who their Civ draft makes sense. Like it's been like a super freaking big deal for everybody. Just didn't feel like that for bad Koala. Just kind of feel like he was like, yeah, you know, we'll show up and we'll give it our best shot. And compared to people who are practicing all the time and taking it super seriously, it's probably just not going to look good. So deaKer, still alive to potentially make it into gold. Will have a very tough test, though. Still has one more round. Bad Koala will be in silver. Kind of curious how silver is going to go for bad Koala. Like, bad Koala is, from what I know about bad Koala's career, at what he can do, should be a pretty solid player in silver. I think he'll probably be sharper when that rolls around, but like, yeah, I don't know. Question marks, I guess. But yeah, deaKer is going to want to win the next one, and then he ends up in gold. So let me pull up. Who is it? Ooh. See, it's funny how quickly this changes for me, right? So I looked at this and I was like, oof, because Wide is playing insane right now. So deaKer wins this. It'll be deaKer against Wide in the qualifying round next week. Winner goes to gold. Wide was in gold before. He got relegated out, but still. I would predict Wide right now. I would predict Wide. I think deaKer can give it a run for his money, though. And I think deaKer can snag some wins. He looked pretty good. Bad Koala goes to silver. Goku goes to silver. Loser of deaKer and Wide goes to silver. So again, for anyone who's confused, once you make the final four, you're at least silver, and then only one person becomes gold. So there's basically 3 people from the final four who go into the new 10K Silver League, 1 person from this that ends up getting into gold. And pretty much all of these sets are determined for this upcoming week, except for, I think, the Gabby set. Yeah. Target and Gabby is tomorrow. So Target's the 1 seed. He was the prior gold player. He's looking to get back. Has to go through Gabby, who's really, really good. So yeah. The only set that's scheduled right now is that one because it's the last one for the rounds. All the other sets, we're going to aim to do 2 on Thursday, 2 on Friday, and 2 on Saturday, and 2 on Sunday. All right? So we'll have like Miguel Manos, deaKer Wide, Blue and Turs, whoever wins this and Fire, Sorakuma and Stark, Jordan Kambito, and then Antagonist Uzi and Chart Dudazu from Thursday through Sunday. So we will cover every single set.